Morning guys, welcome. As you can see, the day is nice and sunny. It should be 80 today. Now today we're gonna go to the HighLine, or garden in the sky as I call it. So basically, like I said before, this used to be where the freight trains used to come to the meat market center, and they used to distribute the meat here, you know, pork, beef, you know, whatever. So this used to be tied up to this building here, but since the 70s they stopped it. But now it just starts over here at the Gunswood, if I'm saying it right. So now we're gonna go check it out, and let's begin the journey now. That's the elevator going up. Those are either for the elderly or disabled. So this is the first part of the HighLine. This runs roughly about a mile or 20 blocks long. And this is what, like I said, the freight used to run. Those are the restrooms. We're gonna start from the very first. Excuse me. Okay, so this is how it goes. We're gonna start at the beginning and then work our way down, more like up. So and then as we go up, you're gonna see the train tracks. Well, they left some of them. The other ones are just, you know, took out so I can put most of this stuff in here. But this is where this HighLine begins. And again, it used to go maybe another 4 or 5 blocks down between the buildings, but they cut it off in the mid-70s. So now, as you can see, we got all these nice trees, bushes, plants, and stuff like that. At times this place gets really crowded with people, man. It makes it difficult to, you know, so, you know, you gotta bump in. Okay, anyways, so yeah, bump into each other, stuff like that. Oh, what's this? Oh, I never seen a tree like that. Wow, weird. Wow, that's weird, bro. Anyway, it looks beautiful. Okay, so now we go up ahead, and I'm gonna show you how these trestles used to go between buildings. The reason why they elevated, because once it used to be in the on the streets, but they had a lot of you know, like deaths, because, you know, I think the last one was a little kid and he was run over by a train, which is, you know, very you know, unfortunate. But, you know, like I said again, this is where some of the tracks are still laid down. See, there used to be about 4 tracks here, and they run all the way up here. And then the other side, you got the other tracks. So as you can see, this is really beautiful. And they left some of the crossover tracks here, where they used to go from one track to another, either when they went locally or express, going back to, I think, Jersey. But those tracks are also gone. So those are no longer here. Only what reminds us all this here. And you see up there, that building, that's how the other buildings used to be. The trestles used to go straight ahead, so with no convenience, you know, to like traffic or stuff like that. We got a stump in here. Stump. But like I said, that is just one of the buildings left over where the trestles used to go in, the tracks, so it wouldn't inconvenience traffic down below, or, you know, people getting killed, like I said before. So that's why they decided to elevate the tracks so they can do their business up here rather than down there. As you can see, this is what's remained of the tracks back in the 60s and 70s.
Right? Well, you know, I get it. You know, the Democrats made some major mistakes. Right? You know, so he wins. But the problem is he's gonna, you know, the future's gonna be.
There's a building going straight through. And then, because it's springtime, soon to be summer, all the flowers are in bloom right now. I also love tracks and trains, man. I'm passionate about trains and tracks. I love that stuff. I don't know why. I was just born that way, I guess. But yeah, like I said, this is one of the buildings. There's another one up ahead where they used to go through. Again, so, you know, there will be a lot of congestion downstairs. You know, trains, trucks, and, you know, buses. That's why they elevated these train tracks here. And also, they would also distribute the meat in the meatpacking district around here. I do not know what that is, but it's some sort of monument or whatever. Yeah, so like I said, let's go through the middle. We're gonna go through here. You see there's another track here. Okay, quick fact. Train tracks can normally last from anywhere from 80 to 100 years. Well, depending on the use, of course. I'm gonna try to capture everything, guys, because, you know, it's a big place and there's too many. Sometimes they have like 3 pathways, I think. So I'm just gonna show you in the middle so we can just cover everything from the center. And you see some of the trees have grown from out of the tracks over the years. Now we're coming up on the second building where the trestles used to go through. That's the second building where they go through. There you go. This is where they used to park the wagons, and through here they used to distribute them through the trucks around the district. You know, like I said, it was like about 4 or 5 blocks, you know, from here to the Hudson, and they would distribute the meat.
Right. Well, 9 actually.
But they have preserved these buildings, you know. But yeah. Let me see if I can show you another one here. No, it's the next one. Okay, here. And the building in the background, I'm gonna show you where the tracks used to go in and stop there, park the wagon, and then take out the meat. And here, you can see remnants of the old tracks, what they call the crossing tracks, right here. I wish I could have been here, but I was still too young, to explore this. By the time I was in my teens, it was already closed. So now I'm gonna take you to the other side. As you can see here, there are still remnants of the tracks. These are, by the way, standard 5 feet for the USA. Let me see. Now you have stay on the path. Okay. Again, and you see, this is what they call the frog, guys. This is the frog. That's where it goes across. What do they call the frog? I have no clue. But yeah, this is the these are the remnants of the tracks before they closed it down in the 80 or 81. And then you see here, you got more tracks in here. Now these tracks here, they go all the way around the corner, and then as you get to the building down there, it will go on that side and that building back there. I think that's what they did the processing. And in the other one and that one, I think they would the distributors would come in and sort everything out. This is closed for today. I don't know why. Okay, so now we're gonna go up again. Okay. See, and those are the remnants still of the tracks. Like I said before, these were 5 feet standard US. So basically, Mexico, USA, and Canada use the same standard, 5 feet for all trains. And they decided to put like wheels on these benches. More a track here. Got these beautiful trees here. And then that was a path that was closed.
There's a zillion things I could talk about
From
here.
here.
The other one is this pier right here.
Down through there. I think they're making some sort of construction. So now we're gonna go to the third building, which the trestle used to go through. Right now, these are still the tracks here. Again, that building was a processing, and this was the distribution. So now, okay, like I said, yeah, it's closed. I wanted to show you guys, but it's closed. But again, that building there, processing, and this building used to be distribution. But I guess they're working on something on there, so I can't go now. But but yeah, but that was basically the whole thing here. So you see, the rails go on the other side. There used to be one track going into the building, but they already took it out. And there's two more. I think one more back down there on the other side. Distribution. Processing. Tracks down there. I like the lighting up here. It's cool. Got people here like vendors, merchants doing the, trying to do sale or something. whether it be for themselves or for the HighLine. Again, there is a track that went into that building. I think that was the last building. So there's four buildings in total. And they're playing Smooth Jazz FM 101.9 New York. So now if you notice, this one, it used to go there, but they locked it. So again, processing and distribution. That's how they used to do the meat packing back in those times. But as you can see, they put a wall there so they wouldn't go in. This is the tracks going around. It used to be 2 tracks, but they would merge here as one into the building. And then there's another one back there. I guess it was the same thing. Remember, these wagons are like 12 feet, 11 to 12 feet tall. So they're really tall cars. And now we go here. Oh, wait, hold on. And you see, this is what happens in spring and summer. All these beautiful flowers start to bloom. Now we go here at this tree here. Beautiful, beautiful. I love nature, man. I love green. Besides money. So yeah, so right here, let's see. There should be some tracks in here still. Let me see. So we got this one here. And there should, okay, there's more tracks in here. Let's see. I think there's, no, I think they took out the tracks from this one. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't see the tracks. Yeah, they must have removed them from here. But yeah, like I said, maybe about 2 tracks in here. And this is what they call your live cinema in real time. You can see people, cars moving in real life.
Where is the Empire State, man?
So this is like the living cinema. People can see real people, real cars, and feel the weather for real. Yeah. We move to the next one. And again, yeah, you see? It's like a movie theater in real life, in real time. So now, we're gonna see, it's gonna get narrower as we go in. Let's see, there should be some tracks in here. Let's see. Again, that was the last building.
And give them free advice.
Right.
Let's see. On this side, there's not much except like a little corridor here. Oh, by the way, the speed limit for these trains were like 20 to 25 miles an hour. But they had to stop in here somewhere like about 10 miles or 5. Just so they can start, you know, getting ready and get, what do you call it? You know, get in order, you know, to take out the items from the cars. Let's see. They're making new exits and entrances. Yeah, they're still working on some parts around here. Let's see. Like I said, those were only 4 buildings where the threshold will go through, so that there wouldn't be any inconvenience for the downstairs in the traffic. And like I said, let me see here. Again, they closed this section back in '81 because they figure they were using locomotives and it was making a lot of smoke. So that was a big deal for them back then, like contamination, stuff like that. So let's see here. That's nice. Okay, more flowers. You see here. Oh, this is beautiful, man. I love this.
Is when like you can go outside.
As we go up ahead, you're gonna see more tracks here that are left over. We got more flowers here and more people. Let's see. This tree here. And again, this route goes about a mile or 20 miles from 14th Street to 34th Street, which is roughly a mile. So let's see. As this part disappears, we go on the other side, but I don't see no tracks. Yeah, some other tracks were removed. Let me see. Here, there's no tracks. And unfortunately, there's too many people, so at times you can't even move here or even record properly. But yeah, there's no tracks here. Here used to be about 3 tracks merging to one, going down there.
C'era una famiglia di scandinavi seduti lì. Io l'ho visto da lontano perché sono rimasto in strada.
So basically, it's like zigzag. Some places go this way and emerge on the other side. So this one's disappearing right now. And again, there's way too many people here. Way too many. But anyways, so now we go to the right. And you see they left some of the tracks in here. Like I said, I love tracks. Look at this bush. Nice. Yeah. They got different types of flowers, bushes, plants, trees. So yeah. And this is only a single for the lawn patch. Here, let's see. This is double. Thank you. So yeah.
Do you want to see
Okay, they have some like weird art here. I don't know what that is. I don't know, whatever. It's yeah, like I said. Now, if you come here in winter time, this is gonna be dead and dry. Dead and dry. So yeah. So again, the standard gauge for these tracks is 5 feet for both Mexico, US, and Canada. That's the standard gauge for these tracks. Let me see. Yeah, again, there's a lot of people here. I should have come earlier, but whatever. It is what it is. It's not that they bother me. It's just that, you know, there's so many people. You know, they block your view. So yeah, it's a little bit. So yeah. So now you see. Okay, protect the plants. Stay in the path. Okay, so most of these plants are being protected for certain reasons. But like I said, we're gonna be heading to 34, which is the last stop, I think. I think there's another branch to the right, which they finished maybe about 2 or 3 years ago. We're gonna go and check that out, and then after that we're gonna be leaving by 34th Street once the tracks finish, and that's where they used to go to the terminal, where they used to park all the trains. Okay, so this one is disappearing, and this one is appearing.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna go this way. We're gonna see. There's not much in here. Not much in here.
They're parenting.
Flowers, plants, bushes. Let's see. This should take about 45 minutes, maybe. So yeah. So like I said, this is what they call the HighLine before being a freight train, bringing products from other states. I think these tracks will come from New Jersey and then come here. This will be the last stop, I guess, and then they will go back again to other states. Again, tracks, remnants of the tracks. Let me see now. We got a lawn in here. That's where people can sit if they want to, you know. Let's see, you got the lawn. And again, yeah, again, there's a lot of people in here. I should have come earlier to avoid the crowds. But again, you know, it's not a problem. It's just that when you want to focus on something, there's too many people coming in and they block your view. So, you know, but it is what it is, you know. But like I said, you got the lawn back there. It's a long lawn. Yep, it's a long lawn here. Now, if you notice this lump here, this is where they used to put the cars so they can weight them. That's why it is above level here. So they will put the wagons up here, weight them, and then put them back down there. I guess either after or before.
You're right in the middle.
But again, you know, they took everything out and just left this here. That's a reminder. There's another entrance exit for people to get in. So throughout the main avenues, 14th, 23rd, 34th Street, there are exits and entrances in between, so people can come in. I like to start from the beginning. I don't like to go in between because it's annoying. You know, I like to do it nice from beginning to end. Again, some parts have the train tracks, some of them, they just took them out. Here, there used to be tracks here like maybe 2 years ago, but as you can see, they took them out. So I don't know what they're gonna do here, but they still keep working on certain parts of the HighLine. But there used to be tracks there about 2 years ago, but they took them out. So I don't know why they took them out. They should have left them in there. Like in this side, they left them. Starting right here, they left the tracks.
And then maybe like
This pathway looks clean enough, but look back in the background. There's more people coming in. But yeah, that's what they left behind. Some other tracks here and there. So yeah, it must have been cool back then, you know, having a train in, you know, elevated. You could, you know. So basically, the reason why they did that again is because they had the tracks downstairs in the traffic, but they had traffic violations. They had a couple of accidents. So the last accident that they had, that a train killed a little boy, and after that, the mayor back then said, you know what, let's take out the tracks and put him up in the sky, and that's what they did. But they run for maybe about 10-20 years, I guess. But then, you know, because of the pollution of the engines, they figured, you know what, let's take them out, and that's what they did. And now it's a garden. Let's see. Again, I like it because it's got beautiful flowers and people. Yeah. So we have flowers back here. Again, this is beautiful, man. I love stuff like this. And again, I love tracks and trains. So let's see. Let's go here for a minute. We're gonna show you. It says Philip A. and Lisa Maria Falcon flyover. So as you can see, those are the remnants of the tracks that used to go through here. Some are already deteriorating because, you know, again, these tracks last a long time, but with too much use, you know, I think they lose like 50 to 60% of their, you know, value. But again, it depends on the usage. So like I said, this is nice, man. This is the HighLine, or the garden in the sky, as I call it. Okay, so we keep moving on. We're still away from 34th Street. They got seats here to relax, just like one back there. Let's see. There's no tracks down here. Either that or they're buried under the. Yeah, they're buried. Yeah. So you see the tracks? They're buried under all that dirt. Again, they're still fixing stuff in here. That was fixing stuff. Again, there's another parking spot here, and it's closed today. Let's see. Today we got. Let me show you this. And we have another temporary close. Yeah, it's closed. I think they're working on them or something. And there's one of these spots here where people can just watch on the streets over there. Oh, okay. This wasn't here before. Looks like it's new. Let's check it out. And this is another like real life view TV. Real life, real time. So you can see real people, real cars, and real weather. Yeah, so that's like a living movie theater. Okay, so let me see. We got okay. We move on. Oh, this is one of the exits or entrances, but it looks like it's not fixed yet. So again, these tracks are still down there. Some of them are buried under the dirt. Then you have all these trees, man. They're beautiful. Another one. Another one. I call them parking lots. Tracks. Tracks. Yes. Tracks and trees. So, and here, I never seen this tree before. It's kind of weird. Okay, fine. So, like I said, got all this stuff in here. And as you can see up ahead, more people coming in this way. Okay, let me see. Let's move to the right. And these seats, for some reason, have this concrete and wood thing. I don't know, that's weird. Yeah, like I said. Oh, street. You can see the modernized buildings. And people keep coming here. Okay, and then you see the big skyscrapers by 34th Street. Those are the new ones. Now, if you get to see some of these skyscrapers, I got a video on 34th Street where you're gonna see this, but they cover from the 34th from the other side. Let me see. Got more tracks here. Again, you know, it was beautiful back in those times, but and then you have these weird architects, you know, doing weird designs. I don't know, to each his own, but yeah, they're weird designs. Let's see, we have this, more flowers, more plants, bushes. Let's see, another entrance, exit. Let me see. And then they have these weird designs here. That's a candle? Yeah, I don't know. People's tastes are different, man. I don't know what this is. It looks like a candle? Looks like a worm. Whatever. There's another one there. Big buildings, big structures. Here we go. Yeah, so we're coming up to the end of the HighLine. Let me see. Again, these designs are weird, man. Before we leave, we're gonna go to the right. There's another one that they did. And these are the seats. Those are the seats for people to sit in. So, as you can see, it's a whole row of seats all the way back there. And we still got the train tracks with us. So right now, as we go to the right, we're gonna explore the other part of it that they finished about a year ago, or a year and a half ago. Okay. Like I said, I love spring and summer, man, but winter, oh hell no. I'm not a fan of winter, bro, or the cold weather. And this is where the tracks are disappearing. This is the last one right here. It disappears right here, and then the next one disappears right here. This one disappears, and now, again, the seats, the trees. Looks like a pine. Another entrance exit, and there's the other part on the right. We're gonna be going there in a few. It stretches all the way back there. So yeah, this is pretty cool stuff, man. Again, I'm a fanatic of trains and tracks. You can see, that's what used to hold the train. The trestle down there. And other waiting areas here. But you see, those are the trestles that used to hold the train. Now, before we go, we're gonna go to the right, and we're gonna capture the other stuff. I think there was other trains. So, another building that the trestle could go through. As you can see, you got the pillars here. And the trains, you see? See the trains just come here too. And they used to go, so this is the 5th building where the trains used to go through in the trestles. Okay, that's another waiting area. As you can see, there's more people here, and this is what they call the frog. I don't know what they call it, but that's what it used to be, the frog in the middle of the tracks when they would cross over. Let's see, again, those are the pillars holding the building, and then the trains will go through the buildings through the trestle. See, those are four pillars, and the other one is back there, which is, you know, for its size. And I think that these tracks would go onto that building back there and also do the processing or distribution. I'm not sure what it was, but you know, I don't have a lot of information, but yeah. Another entrance exit, another waiting area, and the remainder of the tracks go through here. See the tracks? They're still here. These tracks could still be used, but you know, not in hell. They're not gonna do that right now. So yeah. So as you can see, the tracks go straight to that building, and that building there used to do the processing and distribution, but now it's closed, and I think it's United States mail, I think. Let me just give you, yeah. So just like the previous buildings, this was the fifth, sixth, and last one. And this is where they used to do the processing and distribution for all the pork, the beef, and turkey, and whatever. But as you can see, it's closed now. So these tracks used to go in there, and then there's two more that will go to that one, the first one, and the second one. So there will be three, 1, 2, and 3. And inside they would you know, take a list of all the stuff that they will bring in from Jersey or other states. Wow, there's more down there. Wow. So yeah, this will be the sixth and last building before they chop it off. This is another waiting. Yeah, this is the last. From the right side, this is the last one, the last trestle. But as you can see there, that was a track 1, track 2, and track 3 to the side. That's where all the freight trains used to go and do their, you know, distribution things. But right now, it turned into the United States Postal Office. Okay, we got, let me see. We'll come back from here on the other side. But yeah, there were 6 buildings in total that the freight train could run through.
Dobrze, tylko ci przypominam.
So this is an addition to the HighLine. This was not part of the actual HighLine. It's just an add-on part to it. Damn, I hate that. Anyways, so yeah, this was just an add-on to it. So right now we're gonna check out this garden. We're gonna head back and go on to the left to finish the video, but it's still gonna take us some time. So yeah, this is beautiful tree in the middle here. So yeah, again, oh man, they extended it. Okay, yeah, like again, this was not part of the HighLine. This is just an add-on. They just put this here just to make it more, you know, accessible and to make the HighLine more prettier, so you can actually don't have to go downstairs, wait for the light to change, just go through. Let me see. I didn't think coming this way. Oh, what's this? Yeah, cool portrait. Yeah. So again, this structure is brand new, but this was not part of the HighLine. This was just to make it more fancier, I guess. But yeah, because the HighLine's back there, not back here. Let me see if we can just go ahead and explore anyway, since we are already here. Yeah, I guess we're gonna turn here and go back, because this is not part of the HighLine. This is just an extension of the HighLine, because train tracks couldn't go through this. It's too light, and trains are heavy metal. Okay, so we're gonna go to the roundup right now. So we're gonna go back. We are going to check out the rest of the actual HighLine. Let me see. So right now this is Okay, this is West 31st and Dyer Avenue. Oh, we got another portrait. She's looking at me. She is looking at me. And I'm looking at her back. Yeah. Anyways, so look at this. This is really cool, man. All I can say about the structure is that it's really heavy metal. Yeah. Now we're gonna go back again and go to the HighLine. Again, this is just an extension. This is not part of the HighLine. The HighLine starts back there. We see where the gray trestle is? You see the gray trestle? Yeah. That's where it starts. We're gonna capture the right side. And again, you got your monstrosities over there. You got your monstrosities. Again, I got these buildings in 34th Street. We can see them even much more easier. Here, they're from the side. And they have a big pigeon. Oh, by the way, I also speak pigeon. So yeah, there's your big pigeon. Now we are going to see, this is officially the HighLine. That was just an extension back there. So now, you see, and this is where the tracks used to go. Again, track 1, track 2, and track 3. That used to be a distribution building. Now it's just a USPS postal office. And now we're gonna go, let me see if we can go in here. Let's see, I think, oh no, this is just, we can just go around anyway. But let's take a look at the beautiful park here. This is what we got here. This is the park. So, let's see. Now, as we go further down, we're gonna go to the right, almost like in a circular format, and that's where the train track's gonna end. Down by 34th Street on the other side. Again, that thing there in the middle, that's called a frog. Why? I don't know. Whoever invented the tracks must have said, you know what, it's my invention, let me mention it the way I want it. So yeah, I guess that's what it was. Then we have more tracks here.
Having a conversation with someone the other day about
This is the Bloomberg building. Weird. It looks like a bloated house. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big ass building. Yeah. Okay. We keep moving on.
That way.
Let's see. To the left, we got more plants. Maybe one track or two. Maybe. Okay, so this track here, we're gonna go through the track right now. Those are just for seating. What you know. Wow. Again, where the train tracks cross, this here in the middle, they call a frog when they go straight together like this. Like I said, I'm an aficionado of trains and tracks, man. I love that stuff. Uh-oh. If somebody has a foot fetish, yeah. Foot fetish. Anyways, moving on. So this one, another track. Now, if I touch the third rail, I'm gonna die. Ah, there, I'm dead. So yeah, so that's a third rail. I wouldn't touch that because if you see, you got the train tracks. If I touch it, I'm gonna die right now. Watch this. There you go. So yeah, that's like a third rail. 700 watts of electricity. You died. You get killed. Let's see. Oh, so we have another one to the right. Okay, now, see, I haven't come here before because it was still under construction. But now that it's finished, we can go all the way around it. And then you have a switch. These were the old switches, manually. Now everything is automated. And again, that's a third rail. Do not touch. Because if you touch the third rail, you're dead. Or this one. Whichever one is the third rail. Now, again, another manual switch. You know what would be cool? If they had like a small train here, like one of those that used to use the hands. I don't know what they call them. But you could have two people, one at one end, and then just go like that, and from here to there, just ride it. You know, just for the heck of it. You know, just to make the tracks alive again or active. So okay, now there's a hump in the pathway. We're gonna take it, and I'm gonna show you. Oh, hold on. Now you see that? That's where the trains used to go. The freight trains used to go around and end up all the way down there, more like underneath it. And that's where they used to park the trains and then bring them up here and go towards Jersey on the other side. So the freight train would come through here. They would come around, go through these tracks, go where we came from, all the way in the back there, and go straight to Jersey or other states. But now it's just the I think Metro North and the Long Island Railroad. So that's a parking lot for the trains right now. So if you can see them, that's what it is. That's a parking lot for the trains. Metro North and the Long Island Railroad. Now we're gonna move on. We're gonna go on the hump path. There we go. Yeah, I hadn't come over here because it was not open yet, but now that it is, I'm gonna record everything right now. Up until like 2 years ago, I think it was still under reconstruction, but now that they finished, now we can just go ahead and, you know, view the whole thing. And again, that's another entrance or exit. Let me see. And here they used to have maybe 3 tracks. 3 tracks. As you can see, that's a trestle that used to hold the trains. Let's see. Yep. That's the old trestle of the trains. An average train can weigh up to from 18 to 22 tons, which that's a lot. That's heavy metal, bro. Besides the music, but yeah, yeah, it's close. I think they're still working on it. Yeah, but like I said, and as you can see here, it goes around, and we're gonna go through there right now. You see the tracks here? Oh wait, there's more tracks there. See, I haven't come to this place, so there's still more tracks, and you see how corroded the old bars there are, and the concrete is already getting broken again. And this here, that's what they call the frog. Again, that's the frog right there in the middle. And these tracks, okay, that's okay. Okay, that's 5 feet standard. So 5 feet standard. This is 4.5 standard for trains. So these are smaller than the other ones. Hi guys, I'm back. For some reason my phone just shut off automatically. I don't know, maybe I hit the button on the wrong side. Sorry about that. So now we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep showing you guys. This is 3 feet standard. Back there were the 5 feet standard. I do not know why they're smaller here than in the back, but yeah, that's what they are. 3 feet standard. Another waiting area, and you can see a lot of the, okay, that's I don't know what that is. Yeah, that's a huge building, man. There's a unused parking lot back there, or maybe it's for the buses after rush hour. I don't know. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep the we're gonna keep rolling it. Again, these are 3 feet standard gauge. Back there were 5. I don't know why they're smaller here. Again, they used to have like a type of gauges for certain trains. I guess these were for the smaller ones to pick up the wagons and then push them back here. I don't know. But it's a big difference in the gauge. You see the bars? Corroded. Even the concrete at the bottom. Yeah, nothing ever lasts forever, man. So yeah, so this is beautiful, man. Most of the brush here has covered most of the tracks. The last of it, anyway. We also have the parking lot for these trains here. And here, I think the construction down there, that's for the New Jersey, for the number 7 train, I think, I'm not sure. But then again, the 7 train doesn't come through here, it comes through 42nd Street, which is another 8 blocks down there. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe they're adding more train tracks going to Jersey. For which trains, I don't know. And again, that's 34th Street back there. And one of my previous videos on 34th Street, you gotta see these behemoths. All these buildings here. You see the honeycomb? Now, let me see. I'm gonna keep going through here. Again, this is just all, you know, just the train tracks and just the pavement. Here we have the trees, the brush, the bushes covering the last track. I don't know what these are. Another waiting area with logs, seats made out of wood. Right down there, that's a parking lot for the Metro North and the Long Island Railroad. It says long. Anyways, so now we're gonna go. You got your landfill, your mixed paper, your bottles, and your cans. Let me see. And this is still the train tracks. This is 3 feet, that's 5 feet, I think. I'm not sure. Yep. This was the last section of the HighLine needed to be reconstruction. So that's it. After this, no more. This was the last part of the section that they were renovating. As you can see here, this was part of the old train tracks. This thing here, the black thing, the black bar. Now this, they just added it to it. That was not here. It wasn't part of the structure. But now, then we got the trains right there. The train track has been cut off there, and here the other one's been cut off on this side. And this is where they took out the last of the tracks. And around the bend, it's gonna be gone. So this is the last of the plants and trees and bushes. Yeah. And now we come to another waiting area, and this will be finishing down there soon. The last of the sectors of this HighLine. Yeah, at least it's good to sit for a while, but you know, yeah, no, I don't think so. So yeah, so now, and that's a skyline, New York City. You got those behemoth buildings back there. Yep. And that's Hudson River, and this is 12th Avenue. That there is the Javits Center. The one I showed you on the other video, the one on the 34th Street. And this is what's left of the tracks of the HighLine. This is the last track that I'm going through right now. As you can see the other side, there's nothing in there. Unless maybe they want to put more stuff in here. For now, they're gonna leave it like that. But they might put more plants, trees, and whatever. That's just my assessment. I don't know. But that's the Javits Center. That is the infamous Javits Center. That's a huge building. I've been there twice. Let's see. And then this stuff. I think this is the parking lot for the police, and these are their cars. We are nearing the end of the HighLine, and this is the last track before we hit rock bottom. Okay, so yeah, the last of the line back in '81 when they closed this section. Okay, so again, man, these trees are beautiful, man. I love nature. Except at night. At night it's dark anyway, so you can't see anything. So yeah, you have these heavy metal poles. Okay, so now, and that is the entrance or the exit, whichever you want to do to come in or to go out. And now this is the last of the tracks. They're gonna end down there. I guess they saw them off, or I don't know, chopped them off. And this is some sort of like waiting area. I don't know. But we're gonna take a slow at the remains of the last track that was activated years ago, '81. And then you got the tree. So basically, the track still goes in there, but after this thing here, this shed or whatever, at the end of the shed, at the other side, that's it. There's no more. They chop it off in the middle somewhere. So now we go back, and we're about to close the video because the HighLine has ended here. Again, they have this crazy metal wooden thing here. Got these beautiful trees here. Okay guys, so we come to the end of the video. This was the HighLine, the end of the HighLine. So thanks for watching, and with that in mind, I will see you guys somewhere in time. Bye.